So it looks like one real thing is happening on the family Chantel, and that is Chantel and Pedro have filed for divorce. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we talk about the family Chantel for the last couple of seasons here on the channel, and I said last season was probably their best season. And then we found out that Pedro lied about not knowing his long-lost brothers because there was literal Instagram photos, proof. And shout out to the Reddit groups and all the 90-Day Fiancé bloggers, content creators, because you have been talking about a divorce for a long time. And you know what we do here? We cite our sources. Well, now Entertainment Tonight has the actual court documents that Pedro and Chantel are getting a divorce. And you might be surprised at the details. First of all, Pedro's the one who filed for divorce. Some of you may not even be surprised by that because Chantel. And look, I just said this the other day on Twitter. Chantel, I'm so glad you became a nurse. Shout out to all the nurses. But I wouldn't want Chantel as my nurse. Personally. Especially the way that she's trying to help her sister after her surgery. I'm just like, you're proving to me that you might not be the greatest nurse. But she's new. She's still learning, I guess. So now Entertainment Tonight's reporting that the two who have been on this current season that I said I can't even watch because I don't believe it. And do I think that they will go as far as to file for divorce to make us really believe that this is a storyline this season? Yes. Do I think that there's a possibility that there's trouble in paradise? Yes. So let's get into what they're reporting. So Entertainment Tonight reports, he says, calling it quits. The family Chantel star, Chantel Everett and Pedro Jimeno have split. According to court documents obtained by Entertainment Tonight, Pedro filed for divorce from his wife on May 27th. And you know, if you've been watching a recap, we've been saying, people have been telling me, they filed for divorce. Court records show that on the same day, a mutual restraining order was filed. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. The news comes after a tumultuous deterioration of their marriage is playing out for fans during the current season of their TLC reality series, The Family Chantel. The show, which is the first spinoff series of the TLC's hit show 90-Day Fiancé that follows a single couple, has been showcase of the former couple's marital problems throughout season 4, which premiered in early June. So during the episodes this season, Pedro has accused Chantel of being, quote, selfish and lazy, while Chantel has had reoccurring concerns regarding Pedro's close friendship with a female co-worker. In a super tease for the season, which dropped last month, the pair also discussed the possibility of separation and get in several epic screaming matches. Fans will likely get a chance to see what led to Pedro's decision to file for divorce and what led to the mutual restraining orders. The Family Chantel airs on Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, can we break a fourth wall? As you know, we've been talking about the Family Chantel on our Tuesday takeover, shameless plug, whatever. But that's when we talk about it, because I know some of you are like, when do you talk about it? We talk about it on Tuesdays. And I've been telling you, these fights, especially after last season, because I was so convinced at Pedro's acting about his father. Maybe there was some truth when it comes to his father, but the long-lost brothers and not knowing his long-lost brothers for years was a lie. We literally have photographic proof that was a lie. And I was done with them because I had got so invested in his story. I was like, oh my gosh, Pedro, I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. I felt like he had real pain, and maybe it was rooted in real pain with his father. I don't know. But they never addressed that photo. And then I came in with like the screw face for season 4. And after watching season 4 so far, it's only been a few episodes, I was like, this all of a sudden marriage drama. And even, look, no one's saying that marriage drama can't develop. Yes, it can. However, they're not convincing enough. They are not convincing me that there's these issues of you are disorganized and you are not doing what you're supposed to do in the house is what's causing their strain in their marriage. And then you're not having sex and it's not. I don't believe it. We also know, shout out to Ray J and Princess Love, you can file for a divorce and not get divorced. You can do a restraining order and just to pull in the emphasis. And it's so crazy that we live in a society where I can even have these thoughts. I'm just saying. I don't believe it. And I told you, even if we saw the court documents, I wouldn't believe it. Well, now we have the court documents. Okay, like I said to you before, could they file for divorce? Yes. Do I believe that there possibly is real issues in the marriage? Probably, but not what they're showing us on this show. And will they use a media outlet like Entertainment Tonight to get the point across? Yes. Was this fed to a publicist? Yes, because you know, literally, and I know, you're like, Kempire, you have such an ego. No, I have people, literally, reality TV stars tell me the producers watch you. More than one person has said that. The producers watch you. So if I have said, I won't believe this until I see court documents, and then, lo and behold, how many more days later, we get the actual court documents. Even though 90 Day Fiancé fans and content creators have already alerted us that there was a divorce filed. Look, now I won't believe it until the actual divorce happens. And will that divorce play out for season 5? Probably. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this family, Chantel, to be honest with you. Because I feel like they will go to this level just to prove a point. Because if you would use your issues with your father and make this whole story up about your long-lost brothers that you never met, if you will do that for TV, God only knows what you'll do for TV. And seeing them play out this relationship issues, I don't know about you guys, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, and I don't know, it could possibly, yes, they have real issues, but producers are saying, okay, can we do this scene again? Yes, they do that in reality TV, for those that don't know that. They will have you do a scene again if they just felt like it didn't record well, or they felt like, that didn't really give us what we need. So maybe that's why it seems fake, but there might be real issues going on with Pedro and Chantel. Guys, if you really value your marriage and you value these vows, take your relationship off of television and work on your marriage. But I don't believe it. And like I said, I won't believe this until we actually see the divorce happen. You guys are a mess. Guys, let's continue this conversation below. Do you think that this was a plot that Todd set up? Okay, not Todd. That that Karen from the family Chantel set up for the bullshit. Guys, let's continue this conversation below. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.